Hello everyone. The first unit for the process calculation is unit, conversion and basic chemical calculations. Unit. Unit is very important thing and by which we can understand the value of any parameter. So starting with the length. Length we are knowing the units are mm, centimeter, then decimeter, millimeter, yard, feet. These are the units associated with the length. Length can be converted from meter to mm. That you can see in the screen. 1 meter is equal to 1000 mm, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, 1 yard is equal to 0.9144 meter. So that's how we can convert the length unit in terms of meter, mm, centimeter, decimeter. So you must understand how to convert these units. The next important thing is volume. Volume is used in chemical industry widely, so its unit is very important to know. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter, 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml, 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Gallons in UK is equal to 4.46 liter, in US 3.785, barrel 34.97 gallon in UK and 42 gallon in US. 1 barrel is equal to 0.158 meter cube. The abbreviations are given at the right side. You can check it out. So these units and its conversion is very important. Normally you will find liter is mostly used. If you see our book, you will find liter is mostly used unit for the volume, but we have to remember all these units. Then next important unit is weight. 1 ton is equal to 1000 kg, 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, 1 gram is 1 pound is equal to 453.592 grams. 1 carat normally used for very small quantities 0.2 grams. So these conversion again you must know. The next important is temperature. Yes, temperature again widely used to measure the important parameter, to control it, to measure. It's very important. So what temperature is 0 degree Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit, 0 degree Celsius is 273.15 Kelvin, and one must know how to convert the degree Celsius into Fahrenheit. I have written the formula here. 0 Fahrenheit is equal to 1.8 into degree Celsius plus 32. So that's how one can convert the degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius or degree Celsius into Fahrenheit. So we must understood these units. The next important is pressure conversion. Yes, pressure. 1 atmospheric is equal to 1.01325 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power Pascal. 1 millibar is equal to 100 Pascal. 1 atmospheric is equal to 1.01325 bar. Then 1 atmospheric is equal to 760 torr, and 1 torr is equal to 1 mm of Hg. Means what? 760 of mm of Hg is equal to 760 of torr is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. So this is about the units and how you can convert it is very important. Just for a trial, for understanding, we'll take one example. Convert a pressure of 2 atmospheric into mm of Hg. As I told you, we are knowing that 1 mm of Hg, 1 atmospheric is nothing but 760 mm of Hg. So pressure going to be 2 because you have to convert 2 atmospheric. So 2 into 760 is nothing but 1520 mm of Hg. So that's how you can convert the atmospheric into mm of Hg. Next example that can be solved as convert the volumetric flow rate of 2 meter cube second to liter per second. Yes. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Volumetric flow rate going to be 2 into 1000 is equal to 2000 liter per second, because 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So you without calculator you must able to remember these units. That is very important. The next important concept is gram atom, gram mole. So gram atom is basically weight in gram upon atomic weight. Gram mole is equal to weight in gram upon molecular weight. For kg of atom and kg of mole, we just have to replace the gram in terms of kg. So here we will replace kg, here we will replace kg, and the molecular weight obviously in terms of kg. So this important formula you have to remember: gram atom, gram mole. So we'll take one example, because in process calculation normally the problems are asked for the 70 to 80% weightage is for your numericals or problems. So we must keep on solving the problem and we must practice it. Calculate the kilogram of atom carbon which weighs 36 grams So carbon which weighs 36 grams. So first of all, for any process calculation problem, we need to write down the basis. Basis is as given in problem 36 kg of carbon. We all are knowing the atomic weight of carbon, right? Atomic weight of carbon is 12. So kilo atom of carbon going to be weight in kg of carbon upon atomic weight. So it will be 36 by 12 as per the formula. As per the earlier formula, we have to write the 36 upon whatever the atomic weight of the carbon. Okay, so that will be 3. So whenever we need to find out atomic weight, just divide by its atomic weight. Then how many kilogram of ethane are in 210 kilomoles? So when we want to convert the kilomole into kg, simple thing we have to do, we have to multiply by its molecular weight of the component. So ethane C2H6, so its molecular weight is what? Basically its molecular weight is 30. So kilomole of ethane going to be 210 into 30. As I told you, we have to multiply by its molecular weight. So 210 into 30 going to be 3600 kg. So kg, why? Because kilomole is here, so it will be kg. If it is gram, then it will be in terms of moles or grams. If it is in terms of gram mole, then the answer will be in grams. So that's how you have to remember. When kilomole, kg. When gram, gram mole. Fine. So the next important is how many moles of H2SO4 will contain 64 kg of S. So 64 kg में कितने S रहेंगे? So simple again, basis as I told you, important thing we have to write down the basis. Basis is equal to 64 kg of S. Atomic weight of S is equal to 32. Yes, atomic weight is 32. So atom of S is equal to kg of S upon atomic weight of S. So kg of S is what? Basically 32. And atomic weight, 64, and atomic weight of S is 32. So 64 divided by 32, it will be 2 kilo atom. So these simple problems, for the sake of practice, we must remember. It can be asked for 2 to 3 marks in your paper. So we have to remember it. Next and very important concept of the today's discussion is normality, molality. So these things we have to understand. So basically, what is the normality? Normality, if you find the gram equivalent upon volume of solution in what? In terms of liter. See, I have mentioned liter in terms of red, in red color, so that you can understand. So gram equivalent upon volume of solution in liter. Molarity is gram mole of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Molality is gram of moles of solute upon kg of solvent. So even molality, if you see, there is no volume, just a kg of solvent is there. Gram equivalent is nothing but weight in gram upon equivalent weight. Gram moles we are knowing weight in gram upon molecular weight. Again gram mole is weight in gram upon molecular weight. So these three important formula we have to remember, because many times it is asked to prepare one normal solution, one molar solution. So in that case we must remember, that is used in tea, in your final year, everywhere in industry it is also used. So it is very, very important. So you have to remember these formulas. So talking about the problems, if it is asked to solve the problem is 98 gram of sulfuric acid are dissolved in water to prepare 1 liter of solution. Find the normality and molarity. Basis 1 liter of solution, because they have mentioned prepare 1 liter of solution. Amount of H2SO4 dissolved is 98 gram. It is given in the problem. Molecular weight of H2SO4 is 98. So gram equivalent is what? Basically weight in gram upon equivalent weight. Why equivalent weight? Gram equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight upon velocity. So 98 upon 2, it will be 49. So gram equivalent is equal to 98 by 49. It will be the 2. We are knowing the formula of normality, gram equivalent of upon volume of solution in liter. So gram equivalent, the answer is 2. And the volume of solution we are knowing is 1. So 2 by 1 is equal to 2. Gram moles of H2SO4. Now this answer is for normality. So we have found out the first term, that is required, normality is 2. Gram mole of H2SO4 we have to find out by using the formula gram. The earlier formula, I will again go to that PPT so you people remember gram mole of solute upon volume of solution. So first of all we have to find out the gram mole, right? So gram mole is equal to weight in gram upon molecular weight. So weight in gram is given 98, molecular weight of H2SO4 98, so gram mole going to be 1. Then molarity is gram mole of solute upon volume of solution. So 1 divided by 1 is equal to 1. So understood? Normality is 2 and molarity is 1. So this kind of problem normally asked in exam, we need to prepare it. Next important problem is a solution of H2SO4 has a molarity 11.24 and molality of 94. Calculate the density of solution. See here they have given the molarity and molality. They have not mentioned anything about the volume, but we have to understand that how much volume we should keep. So the basis we can take as 1 liter of solution, that is in terms of volume. So we have to assume the basis such a way that it will able to solve our problem. So molarity is equal to 11.24, molality is equal to 94. Molarity is nothing but, as I told to you, gram mole of H2SO4 upon volume of solution in liters. So we have put the value of molarity that is given to us 11.24 gram moles of H2SO4 upon 1, that is volume. So moles of H2SO4 is equal to 11.24. Amount of H2SO4, how to find in terms of grams? We have to multiply by molecular weight, as I told you. So mole into molecular weight, that is 98, it will be 1101.52. So that's how we can find out the amount of H2SO4 in solution. Then molality, we are knowing gram moles of solute upon kg of solvent. Amount of solvent is equal to 11.24 divided by 94, so 0.1195 kg. So amount of solution going to be 1.011 plus 0.1195, so it will be 12205. So density of solution going to be 1.2205 divided by 1, so it is nothing but 1.2205 kg of liter. So what I can suggest you need to practice it well. This kind of problem normally asked, it is dealing with the normality, molality, right? The next problem is an aqueous solution of K2CO3 is prepared by dissolving 43 kg of K2CO3 in 100 kg of water at 293 Kelvin. Calculate the molarity, normality and molality of the solution. Density they have given 1.3 kg per liter. So basis, how we can assume the basis? 43 kg of K2CO3 and 100 kg of water. So that basis we can take. So weight of K2CO3 we can have 43 plus 100 of water. Weight of K2CO3 in solution 143 kg, that is the total weight of the solution basically. The volume of solution we have to divide it by molecular weight. So volume of solution is 69. Then moles of K2CO3 in solution 43 divided by 138. Molarity of solution is 311.6 divided by 110. So we have found out these two values. Then gram equivalent of K2CO3 is equal to, that we can find out by putting the equation in the problem, and then the normality and molarity we can find out. So we have to practice it well to find out the normality and molarity, and then we are using the equation. So it is very important to practice the problems well. So we have completed the units and how you can convert it. We have also learned the normality molarity concept, and we have also learned some problems. By that we can find out the normality molarity. In class we'll learn in detail, and also in next video we will also try to learn some more mole fraction concept. So thank you very much. Thank you.